Space Coconut.
So before I get started, I wanted to thank you guys for even looking at my little store. I had like 20 people, check it out, and that was really impressive to me. It was really cool to see that you guys were at least interested in seeing what I had up. But 5 of you actually bought something, and it means so much to me that not only do you guys want to support me and the channel and all of that, but that you actually liked the designs of the items that I made. Nobody likes the white logo on the dark fabrics. Nobody picked those up, but at least somebody got one of the other things, and that meant so much to me. And so I just wanted to thank you guys, even if nobody else buys anything. It was so cool. I was so excited. I actually called my mom, and I let her know that this wasn't a waste of time. That I was actually making progress in doing this sort of thing. And she doesn't understand. She doesn't get it, but she was excited for me, and it meant a lot. So thanks to you guys.
It's Make Your Mama's Proud time! I love my mama!
I made my mama proud. I don't know. I just want to thank you guys. The tier list. Okay, so the tier list wasn't a joke, but the tier list was bad. It was so bad. And the reason I went ahead and made the video and uploaded it for your, criticism to the world, the Dead by Daylight community at least, was to kind of get a point across. And, I did my best to be objective, and I did my best to make a system that was fair. But somebody pointed out that there were different sections that could have been added, and that no matter what I did, no matter how I looked at this, I was looking at each character through the eyes of how I play the hag. When you play a really strategic character, you're looking, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of the game. And so I play each character like that, and that's why I have a problem with a lot of chasing killers. I think about where they're going to be and not where they're at. And so, that's my problem. That's my issue. That's why I have a hard time with some characters than others. And then others like the Huntress, I'm just crap at aiming. But what I wanted to get across was that I've always felt that tier lists were garbage. I really do. And the reason for that is that no matter what you do, you as a player, whoever you are, whoever you main, will dictate the tier list, will dictate how good any particular killer is. And I honestly feel that the tier list is a really personal thing. See, like for me, I'm really good with the hag. She's my most lethal character. But Hillbilly? Forget it. Absolute trash with the Hillbilly and the Nurse. And, it's just a matter of practice. But that doesn't mean that they're bad. I know that we thought Legion was bad, but he's bad for a different reason. But he can be pretty lethal, with the right setup. Freddy also, depending on how well you know the character, because I know that there are some Freddy mains out there, and I've seen some pretty crazy plays that I didn't even comprehend, that I didn't understand what was happening when they were playing, and then thinking about it later, I realized what they were doing, and it's incredible. And so no matter who makes the tier list or whatever, not everybody's going to be happy with the tier list. It's just a video that some joker made on the internet. It doesn't really mean anything. How you play your character, your favorite character, how you play that character, Survivor or Leatherface, whoever you play, while that character may be more difficult than others, it doesn't mean that they're not viable. It doesn't mean that they're not lethal. If you learn the ins and outs of your character, the person, the character, the killer that you like, you can play them to absolute perfection and become really lethal in your own right. See, like for me, the only reason I picked up the hag is because when she first came out, she was really bad. When you teleported, you were stuck in place for 2 seconds before you could even move. And imagine getting to rank 1 like that, Before, the system's changed when you needed 20,000 blood points to double pip, when you needed to get 3 kills to pip. You know, imagine playing in that situation. You just play and, you know, screw what everybody else says, you know? Play whoever you like and learn them. Figure out all the tiny little nuances to your character and hone it and sharpen it. And you're going to be... And then you won't need to... Then you can just watch somebody's tier list and they put... I don't know, they put Myers at like the same tier as Freddy, like some moron did recently.
You serious?
And then know that when you play as that character, that if you went against the person who made the tier list, that you would probably slaughter them. They would have no chance going against you, no matter what killer you played. The killer that you choose to play. So, I mean, I didn't make the tier list as a joke. It's really flawed. It's really bad. I honestly don't know why Myers scored that low. I think it's a combination of the way I was looking at the killers, along with the system I used was pretty flawed. It didn't take into account, you know, the sneakiness of Myers or some of these other characters that you can... There was an entire other play style that I forgot about. A lot of people were pointing out that the chasing aspect of the scoring system might have been too much. And looking at it, I agree. I agree to the point now. And I understand where they were coming from. And, you know, it doesn't matter. Even if the system was perfect, people would disagree. Somebody would say, you know, the Huntress belonged here, and the Pig belonged here, or the Clown belonged there. Nobody's going to agree. It doesn't matter what I say, what anybody says. The only thing that matters is what you think, the character you want to play. You know, I'm a hag main, and that's the killer I know how to play. And if you can play as anybody else, play as them. Screw what I think. Screw what anybody else thinks. Because in the end, you can make whatever killer you play as incredibly lethal. I'm going to remake my... I'm going to make a list of the killers, of their categories. I did a video a long time ago. I think it was when Ty did his last video. Not the last one, but the previous one. The tier list. And I disagreed with it. Anyway, that doesn't matter. You know, separating, chasing, tracking, and utility killers and splitting them up into categories like that. And I think that's more effective to help somebody learn who they want to play as. You know, I mean, everybody can agree that the nurse is the best. And, you know, that's only because, unlike the majority of the other killers, you know, she completely negates what survivors' defenses are. She forces them to play stealthy, and that's not a survivor's primary tactic. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about it because, I mean, I am not the best Dead by Daylight player. I'm not the best Hag player, and I have no problem telling you guys that. I have ideas, and sometimes they're stupid ideas. But one thing I can tell you is play whoever you want and screw what anybody else says. You guys have fun, and I'll see you around. Ooh, the game. Okay. Protect these totems as if they were important. You want me to chase you? I have more important things to do. Actually, come on. aggressive. Aw, almost got that hit. Oh, not that way. I wonder what that was all about. I'll take that. Alright. Most of the gens are up at the top. Ah, okay. Now, where are you, Jake? The game is mine. I don't know if that was easy or hard. I had to focus really a lot though. Yeah. All right. One done. I do not know. Random. Might not even find anybody. Maybe over here. Nuts. Nuts. That's too bad. This map is huge. Ah, we're gonna want to set this one. That one went nowhere, but was a pebble. decisive.